Okay, let's do chapter 6. Karate Kid. Sunday night, I'm lying in bed watching my Jack's Ponto growing. It's going to be a monster. I know I'll be rich. I had the best weekend. Rob took us all out for dinner, including Nana. Mom liked that a lot. I had a big plate of fries, lots of coleslaw, and a huge T-bone steak. Mom never lets me get T-bone steak. Usually I have lamb chops or sausages because it's cheaper. I don't mind or anything, but it is great having T-bone steak. Samantha had a cottage cheese and pineapple salad because she copies everything Mom does. Except she did have some fries. Nana had mashed potatoes, pumpkin, and one sausage because of her teeth. She can't eat chewy things, even though she has new teeth. I'd hate to lose all my teeth. That's why I brush them twice a day and sometimes 3 times. Samantha doesn't. She's going to be sorry when we go to the dentist. Rob took us to the movies after dinner, which turns out to be really unfair because of Samantha. We had to see what she wanted. Rob always does that, just because Samantha holds his hand and makes cards for him saying, "You're the best dad." Well, Rob isn't our dad or even our stepdad yet. Mom's still talking about him moving in full time. I sort of want Rob to move in, but I don't. I don't need a dad, except sometimes I get tired of changing light bulbs. I don't mean that really. It's not the light bulbs. It's just that it would be good having someone else, a grown-up helping Mom. Nana does help, but she's old. I don't want her to be old. She needs me like Mom does. A dad would be something. George Hamill joked about Mom and said who'd be stupid enough to marry her. He said that in class when Mr. Angelo couldn't hear and had his back turned writing on the whiteboard. Lots of people would marry Mom. Lots and lots of people would. I didn't say that back to him. I should have. George Hamill said my real dad left because of me. That was the worst thing. I couldn't speak. Anyway, I don't know why today was great. We didn't do much. I just worked on Mom's car with Rob. We did a grease and oil change in the garage. Mom brought us cold drinks and said we looked like grease monkeys and then handed us 2 bananas. Mom's funny. That's where I think I get my great sense of humor. While we worked on the car, Samantha went off with Mom to the gym. Rob's been helping out with the money, and Mom says she can now afford to pay for classes. Samantha wore exactly the same black shorts as Mom, the same blue t-shirt, the same white socks and tennies, and the same headband. I couldn't help laughing. I was going to say something clever, but Rob kicked my leg and said, "Don't." I wonder how he knew. It was only going to be a tiny joke. It wasn't that bad. "You look like twin plums going to the gym. There'll be a lot of plum pudding wobbling around." That is pretty funny, isn't it? Think I'll use it the next time they go to exercise class. For lunch, I helped Mom make tuna and tomato sandwiches and passion fruit cordial, and I carried out the picnic blanket to the backyard. Samantha found the basketball. Rob brought us out a folding chair and read the newspaper. Anna came over and we threw basketballs into the net. Mom played. She's good at it because she used to play at school. Of course, Samantha's playing at school too. I told you she copies Mom. Rob fell asleep in the folding chair and Mom fell asleep lying on the blanket beside him. This was the photo opportunity of the year. I ran upstairs to get my camera before they woke up. I took the greatest photographs of Rob snoring with his mouth open and Mom next to him with her blonde hair fluffing in the wind and her purple socks rolled down to her ankles. You couldn't see her underpants, but I know they were purple too. It's late. I hit my head with a hammer blow. I've got to concentrate on tomorrow. The start of another rotten week at school. I pull out the magazine I had bought with the $5 Nana gave me. Karate, Self-Defense, and You. Mom will be really angry if she knows about this, but it is self-defense. I have to protect myself, Mom. I have to. Karate is the martial art of unarmed self-defense in which directed blows of the hands and feet, striking with lethal kicks and punches, accompanied by special breathing and shouts, are dealt. Speed, strength, technique, alertness, timing, and use of surprise are essential to karate. I have done a few practice kicks, but it's hard. I know I'll be able to do it if I study the drawings. Hand chops, Knuckle punches, hammer blows, finger jabs, jumps, stamping kicks. I'm so tired. I'll just read a bit more, a bit more, a bit. Panic! The sun streams through my window. Samantha's singing in the shower. Mom is making breakfast. Rob has already gone to work. Monday morning, my karate magazine slides off the bed. I can't go to school. My head hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Mom is not interested in my headaches. Non-negotiable, she said. School's on. It starts on the school bus. Butthead, butthead, butthead. It echoes along the aisle as boys walk past. There are a few thumps on the way. George Hamill isn't even on the bus. Anna isn't either. She's probably helping in the Napoli Super Delicio fruitologist market. Samantha's frightened, and I force her to sit at the back. She doesn't want to. I make a mental note that I'll get up early tomorrow and walk to school. How do I get off the bus when it stops? I can't stand up now because I'll get sandwiched between the guys in the aisle. That's dangerous. Maybe I'll finger jab one of them in the kidneys. Oh, my head really hurts. The bus jerks to a stop. I make a dash for the door, shoving as hard as I can. Suddenly, there's a big surge forward. I lose my balance. I stumble down the bus steps, trying to grab onto the sides. I half make it and land on my knees, ripping a hole in my trousers. It stings, but I'm out and I run. There is no way I'm going through the school gates today. And then I see her, the librarian, walking to the side gate. I race towards her and offer to carry her books. Well, that's nice of you, Jack. She chats about good books to read while my heart's throbbing like an enormous blind pimple. The library is open every morning, every lunchtime. There's always someone here to help you find a book, a librarian and an assistant. I stand close to her as she unlocks the library door. It's like a revelation. Sunlight floods the big room with its shelves of books arranged alphabetically. Tables and chairs are neatly placed in the center of the room. There's an alcove with computers and another alcove with a copier and audio-visual equipment. Paper ducks flap from the ceiling and posters hang between shelves. A safe house. The throbbing subsides. I've found a place to hide. A safe place. I stay in the library until the bell and until the librarian says I've got to go to class. I wait until Mr. Angelou flies in. Ha ha, gets it? Flies in like an angel, flies. I know I must be feeling a bit better if I can make a joke. Christopher pulls at my shirt as I go to my desk. He looks at his desk when he whispers, "Can't play handball with you anymore, Jack." Paul can't either. I swallow hard, but I understand. Maybe Christopher could stand up to George Hamill, but it's everyone else. Even nice guys. It's like they don't know I'm Jack anymore. I'm the guy with the weird mother and no dad and the guy Mr. Angelou puts in detention, and I'm just butthead. Butthead. That's okay, Christopher. I eat my sandwiches, running up the stairs to the library. You're not allowed to eat in the library. There are a few buttheads on the way, a few kicks, but it's all right. I try to forget what is outside. I find some books on cars and borrow one. Last period, swimming. Get your sports bags, Mr. Angelou shouts as we head to the community pool next to the school. I have my suit on underneath my pants so I can strip quickly at the side of the pool. 10 laps freestyle. I've got to be first in the water, make a fast getaway from the rest of the class. My head is like a lava pit as I dive into the water. The chlorine stings my eyes because I've forgotten my goggles, but the water and swimming are a relief. Mr. Angelou watches like an eagle as we all splash in order up and down the chlorine water. I can't hear the kids. I go up and down by myself. I've got to think positive. I read that in the karate magazine. Positive. Don't think about butthead. Photographs. I'll think about photos. I'm going to take some of Jack's Ponto. It is looking really interesting, and Samantha has begged me to take more photos of Puss, the cat. I want to do some of Nana and Samantha and me. I'll have to do a time delay and leave the camera on the kitchen table and then run and sit with Samantha and Nana to be in the photograph. Sometimes a horrible feeling grips my stomach that Nana's going to die soon. I've told Mom that, but she said Nana won't leave us. Dad left us, though. said, but she said, Dad left us though. Would Rob leave? I'm going to be sick. Dressing rooms, Mr. Angelo shouts. You've got 10 minutes. The showers. Should I go in first, second, last? Mr. Angelo's shouting at us to move. Hurry up. I move for the middle cubicle. The boys jam into the other two dressing cubicles, and I can hear them throwing things and shouting. George Hamill's voice echoes against the walls. I can't help shuddering. Why do they hate me? I'm alone in the middle dressing room. My head's throbbing. I get changed as quickly as I can. Panic. Don't cry, Jack, don't. Nearly dressed. A white blob catapults over the partition and slides down it. Another blob hits my back. I don't understand. Why? Why? Should I shout at them? Should I bang the wall? But there's only me in here. What will I do? There's jeering. Butthead! Butthead! Then a hailstorm of spit and saliva. I can't move. I can't breathe. It's so filthy, so disgusting. A big one lands on my shoe, splattering like an egg white. I stare at my shoe. Suddenly, I grab my stuff and race out of the dressing rooms.